I keep finding myself back coming up here, and it's really just nice to kind of come out and sit on a rock and listen to the water run past you. You know, every time I come up here, I go a little bit further and experience something a little bit more different, which feels really nice. It's a bit of a different adventure every single time. So yeah, the goal for today is to just enjoy being out here, and we'll see what happens. So I think to start off the day, I've got my waders on because the water is very cold, and we are definitely getting in, which is the fun part. But I think I want to kind of get some cool shots of that ice buildup on a lot of these rocks that I've been seeing. There's a couple upstream and definitely some on the way back where I was just coming from. So I don't know, I think we're going to try to get some cool shots of that. Try out slow-mo. I've never really done that before. So yeah, let's see what we get.
So up until this point, for whatever reason, I hadn't really tried using my Sony to shoot at 120 frames a second. And I figured today might be a good opportunity to give that a shot. With all these little waterfalls and the water moving over rocks and things like that, I knew motion would be cool to play with, but I didn't expect all of the ice this morning, so that's kind of a nice little surprise.
Man, it's just so cool how the light is just reflecting through these ice bulbs. They're so smooth. It's just wild. Also, like it's almost like the water splashes up and gets like things that are hanging wet, and the ice builds up slowly. So you see these pieces of ice flopping around on different objects, you know, which is really cool. Man, I gotta say, I feel goofy wearing these waders, but when I crouch down and I'm in, like, my butt's touching the water, thankful, definitely thankful. So we're headed upstream a little bit more, and we probably already climbed over 50, 60 trees. The trail's getting a bit steeper, and I'm like, all right, let's go up, let's explore a little bit more. And look at this. Just so much downfall. Wow, truly an adventure, truly, and a workout. So I just came to a little bit of a clearing, and I looked back upstream and I found this really cool rock. It's covered in moss, and then the sun is kind of shining through all of the trees on the side of the mountain, which, you know, it makes me think of like the Pacific Northwest, or, you know, where you just have these sort of sprinkles of sunlight, you know, hitting these rocks. I kind of want to see if I can get like a nice shot, like showcasing how pretty it actually is. And I've never actually used my camera to do sort of a long exposure during the daylight with water. I've always wanted to try. So this feels like a really good opportunity to try to get a nice shot here. I don't mind how this first one turned out, but I think we can improve. how high up I have this tripod. It's like above me. Man, that is so cool. It looks so cool. Let's find ourselves a little spot for lunch, shall we? I've been using this little MSR stove for many years now. You know, I know a lot of people like to use the jet boil, and I think those things are sweet, especially for backpacking. But, you know, even with these guys, like, I told myself once this breaks, I'll try out a jet boil. And truthfully, it just, I mean, I don't know how these things even break. So here we are, still using it. The grill's pretty cool. If you guys haven't checked it out, basically fill this side up with water and press this side down, and everything that gets pushed up, well, it's filtered water. So we're gonna boil it too, of course, but put that bad boy there. This is the filter, and then boom. Oh, I gotta take that lid off. Yeah, of course. Nice and slow. That's the one thing about this is you really got to put your weight into it. It's not so bad, but you know, it is kind of annoying when if you're filling up for camp, like if you're backpacking with people and you got, you know, 10 liters, 12 liters between the 3 of you or 4 of you, whatever, and this is all you have, you know, you're doing this like 15, 20 times, and it takes a lot of energy to push down. I mean, like, I literally use my body weight, so something to think about. All right, let's give it a shot. It's basically breakfast mush. Oh yeah. Let's give this coffee a shot. Oh wow, we really filled that bad boy up, didn't we? All right, let's take a. No. Woo. And right now, like, all the trees are kind of dead except for the rhododendrons, but I mean, just like, can you see that? Like, that view is so pretty. This pocket is dark, and then the sun just kind of hits that pool down there. I don't even have the words for it, guys. Like, I'm just gonna drink my coffee.
There's a quote from Marcus Aurelius that I keep gravitating back to these days. Remember how long you have been putting these things off, and how often you have received an opportunity from the gods and have not made use of it. By now, you ought to realize what cosmos you are a part of, and what divine administrator you owe your existence to, and that an end to your time here has been marked out, and if you do not use this time for clearing the clouds from your mind, it will be gone, and so will you.
Having a really good time just being out here, just giving I'm not a very good photographer, you know. I really just, if I see stuff, you know, I want to take a picture of, I try it. And you know, I feel like we're starting to kick off our journey a little bit more and do it consistently, so we're learning a lot as we go. Today's big thing was, you know, trying out capturing water with a longer exposure, you know, and sort of getting that smooth motion over the rocks, which is cool. I've never tried that before. I know it's a very popular thing to do, but yeah, it's given me a lot of interesting ideas. Before it starts getting too dark, we're gonna head back to the truck, meet up with everybody. I was gonna come further down and try to get some photos of them before it got too late, but I kept getting distracted. Every time I walked 10 feet down the stream, it was like another really cool shot. So yeah, that's how it goes. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel, as it'll, you know, help us grow. And you know, we look forward to doing more cool videos like this and trying to get creative and just spend more time outdoors. So anyways, we'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks.